watching the Newshour Agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. The Supreme Court today dismissed the Tamil Nadu government's plea filed against the RSS carrying out youth marches in the state. The case dates back to September 2022 when a single bench of the Madras High Court passed an order allowing the RSS to hold processions on the 2nd of October. However, that was challenged by the state government with the plea of this march disturbing law and order. However, the Sangh believed that this had more to do with the resistance to the RSS by the Stalin Sarkar than any real concern for law and order and any problems that might be caused by the RSS function. Consider the plea made by the state government to disallow the march. From saying that most of the routes suggested passed through Muslim-dominated areas to arguing that there is a likelihood of communal confrontations. Even the recent ban on the PFI was quoted to preempt a possible law and order situation. But the court has been simple in its logic and its order. It's the job of the state to ensure the right of free movement to every citizen, irrespective of their political affiliations. That if the PFI ban is creating law and order, then the state should be ready to deal with it. But despite what the Supreme Court has said, the ruling party still insists that it is the RSS that provokes violence wherever it goes.
It is time for the Tamil Nadu government to introspect within themselves and take the right decision at the right time. It is, I think I would take it as a sort of, a reprimand for the Tamil Nadu government because it is totally one-sided on every issue. They are totally partial, one-sided, and I think this particular judgment goes to prove. And definitely, we cannot take things lying down anymore.
It's a legal process. The Tamil Nadu government chose to exercise its legal rights. The very fact that two constitutional courts, being the High Court of Madras and thereafter the Honorable Supreme Court, have rejected the Tamil Nadu government's stance, should be enough message to them that their stance was not borne by a correct position in law. And they now need to understand that the legal process is not going to go by political compulsions, which they were in any case unnecessarily putting onto this march.
देखिए, मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट का स्वागत करता हूं और आज तमिलनाडु की जो सरकार है, डीएमके की सरकार है, उसकी जो अपीजमेंट पॉलिटिक्स है, जिसके कारण वो इस तरीके का जो हमारा एक रूट मार्च था उसको मना कर रहा था आरएसएस का, उसको सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने नकार दिया है.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
SG Surya, spokesperson of the BJP in Tamil Nadu, joins us. Political analyst SS Sriram also with us. Political analyst Jagdishwaran will be joining us in just a bit. But my first question is to TKS Elangovan, spokesperson of the DMK. Sir, was this about a bias against the RSS? And more importantly, how can somebody argue that the RSS cannot carry out this march because it is passing through Muslim-dominated areas? We've seen this argument being made in West Bengal and now in Tamil Nadu, that the RSS cannot pass because it's a Muslim-dominated area.
No, it is not like that. Who said? Wherever they do, when they take out a procession, when they see a Muslim mosque or a church, they pelt stones. That was what is happening when earlier they were carrying these Vinayaka Chaturthi idols to the beach. So the government had to find out a route where there is no Muslim mosque or a church. That is happening.
But the Supreme Court has debunked this argument of yours,
Even
sir.
last week.
The Supreme Court has debunked this argument of yours.
You are right. No, I am talking. Why? That is right, but what we see is how the governments will act, not as to how they see things. Even in West Bengal, you can see people taking a Sri Ram Navami procession. They were shouting near the mosques. It was on the media.
So basically you're saying that the RSS should not be allowed to pass anywhere. They don't have any freedom of movement in our country.
No. What they do, we think of what they do, and what we are not talking about their rights. They have the right to take out a procession, provided they do it calmly or for a purpose, not hitting at minority institutions. That is what we claim.
Actually,
that is what has happened.
Let me quote to you, sir. Let me quote to you what the Supreme Court has said. The Supreme Court said in its order today, As rightly contended by all this learned senior counsel on the side of the respondent, the main objection raised by the state before the High Court was that after imposition of a ban order on another organization, that's the PFI, law and order problems cropped up in certain places and the same led to several cases being registered. The details of those cases are actually furnished in the memorandum on grounds of special leave petition. The chart provided by the state government, that is your government, actually shows that members of the respondent organization were victims and not the perpetrators. So you are saying that the RSS creates law and order in Muslim areas. A chart given by your government shows that the RSS have been the victim and not the perpetrator, Mr. Elangovan. So if anyone, the PFI should have been stopped by you.
No.
Maybe you should
temple
stop
was
the
attacked.
SDPI.
I have not seen any temples. I have not seen any temples being attacked by the PFI. Only maybe they had taken a procession and maybe in one or two places there might have been clashes because of RSS or Hindu fronts, not others.
So,
nobody is going to fight.
So there's an old
no
saying, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Perhaps attacks also lie in the eye of the beholder. You can't see anything being done by the PFI. You can see violence done by the RSS, even if the evidence given by your government shows that they are the victims. But no temple has been attacked, SG Surya. Hence proven, the RSS is the one that attacks. Hence the RSS must be stopped from marching anywhere. Maybe they should put a lock on your doors also. Don't even step out.
Padmaja, I strongly object to the statement of the DMK spokesperson who said stones are pelted during the RSS marches. I dare the DMK spokesperson to show one incident of stone pelting in the year 2017, 2018, 2019 and also the last November of 2022 when RSS march was held in 3 places. Thousands participating. He should stop this rubbish allegations without backing of any evidence. I'm strongly condemned to that initially. Secondly, it is the contempt petition that the Tamil Nadu government is answering. The High Court has ordered the state government to let the march happen. Does Mr. Elangovan say that Article 19(1)(b) of the Constitution, which says peaceable assembly is restricted to the RSS organization? Can Mr. Elangovan show one incident of stone pelting in Tamil Nadu conducted in the last 4 years of RSS marches? How dare he says lie on the national television? There is absolutely not a single evidence, Padmaja. And also during last November, when 3 places RSS marches were held, the state government videotaped inch by inch every second. Not a single incident of violence, single incident of stone pelting, single incident of any provocation. How dare he say lie on the national television? His courts of other states are also misquoted.
And give instances. You see the RSS pelted stones. Give instances.
To happen.
Mr. Elangovan, when did the RSS pelt stones during their march?
No, it has happened in Tamil Nadu during the Vinayak Chaturthi processions. It has happened here. You check with the police here. Let him talk to the police and see how many cases of stone pelting had happened near my house, Ice House Mosque. When they were carrying
the evidence in court? None of your arguments have you actually given evidence.
Shamelessly, totally reject such arguments.
No, what we have seen, we are afraid of what has happened earlier. It need not be in 2017 or 18 or 19. It is very old. So they had to find out a route where there is no minority temples were there.
But the so-called minority, or at least the PFI, is attacking RSS, not the other way around, Mr. Elangovan. You are claiming that pelt stones. You don't have any evidence. You can't quote any instance. The court is accepting that the RSS was being attacked. You should be protecting them, Mr. Elangovan. Instead of stopping them, you should be protecting them.
Yeah, if there is a case, we will definitely. We are not against RSS, their policies. We are only concerned with the peace in the state. So we will take necessary. If RSS is attacked, let them give a complaint. We will take action. against PFI. We don't just leave one community to attack the other community, not to attack, and all those things. That is not our. We are
Okay, they are
fair
not against
government.
the RSS, SG Surya. It was only law and order which was their concern.
Action.
Padmaja, I will tell you their modus operandi. He says before 2017 it could have happened, but let me educate Mr. Elangovan that before 2017, for 13 straight years, we did not have any RSS Patsan in Tamil Nadu. That is for his knowledge. Secondly, I will tell their modus operandi. Because they do not want RSS to hold Patsanchalan on October 2nd, which we had held throughout India, including states like Jammu and Kashmir, they let their henchmen called VCK party to apply for similar grounds to conduct a similar procession. And they have denied procession rights to both the organizations to argue in court that two organizations have applied. For two organizations, we have rejected the permission. Therefore, we cannot be seen to be biased. This is their modus operandi. I will conclude with only one remark, Padmaja. If they cannot allow permission for RSS marches in Tamil Nadu, RSS is an internationally biggest organization when it comes to social service. They should be ashamed of their law and order. And let me not go into the law and order situation of Tamil Nadu, where DMK own people, cadres are brutally killed in the broad daylight in Chennai and other parts of the state. So they ashamed of their law and order in Tamil Nadu. That is my concluding remark.
Okay, Mr. Jagdishwaran, even if we don't talk about the anti-RSS bias, what does it say about a state when they actually tell the Madras High Court that, listen, don't let the RSS carry out a march because then there will be a law and order problem and we cannot do anything. You've got the court saying that it is a fundamental right of every citizen to have free movement, and it is the job of the government to ensure that right is protected.
Yeah, see, every time when it came to the court, I think the reason was all issue-based again. I think first when it came for October 2nd, they said the recent rights of NIA on PFI officers, and when they're trying to ban PFI, that was the main reason put forth, because at that time there were petrol bombs being hurled at BJP people's home, again people's home, and they don't want to flare up this issue, and then that's what the police told.
Here is what the Madras High Court said to this rather flimsy excuse, other than the fact what I said earlier. It is shameful that a state says we can't do anything, PFI has been banned. Those people are terrorists, so they will attack the RSS. Just as an aside, if you are saying that the PFI is so violent that they will carry out attacks, why did Tamil Nadu not ask for a ban on PFI earlier, given that you're acknowledging their very violent and terrorist nature? Anyhow, here is what the Madras High Court said about this pretext. On the pretext of an intelligence input, state cannot impose any condition which has effect of perpetually banning or infringing fundamental rights of an organization, because a mere assembly of persons at a particular place to express their solidarity with an ideology or common cause is a fundamental right. SS Sriram.
For me?
Yes, go on, sir.
Yeah. Padmaja,
good
the
evening.
panel. See, it's for the government, which tried desperate a peaceful procession of RSS, giving some. I mean, in the past, they keep demonizing, they keep, giving a hatred narrative, saying that peace will go in. As you rightly pointed out, if they say would attack RSS procession, Tamil Nadu government agreed that PFI is prevalent in Tamil Nadu and that they are not able to the PFI's activity. If that is what they are going to accept, the nation will know the kind of state of law. Mr.
Elangovan, it is appeasement. That is, now we've come to the main issue. Basically, it is appeasement. You could not ban the PFI. You are still giving a PFI a free run, saying, oh, they are going to turn violent. Who do you curb? The RSS. It all boils down to appeasement. Mr. Elangovan.
No, it is not appeasement. It is the duty of the government to ensure law and order situation, to protect the people of the state.
Aren't RSS the people of your state? Aren't RSS members the people of your state?
But they are, see what they have done earlier is also there is record. Only he may be quoting 3-4 years, but there is a long history of what had happened earlier.
When, sir?
So I don't want to.
Isn't it the job of the DMK government to protect the RSS as much as it protected the PFI or any other citizen?
We are not protecting PFI. Who said that we are protecting the PFI?
Well, you seem to be more concerned about the PFI
done something,
carrying out violence, and you're not doing anything about it.
No, we are
if
not,
the PFI carries out violence, you should ensure their arrest. If you have an intelligence input that the PFI will attack an RSS march, you should have carried out preemptive action on them. Instead of saying, oh, keep them inside, keep them restricted.
No. What I say is we are not supporting PFI. If PFI had committed some mistake, we will definitely file a case against them, put them inside. We don't
how many arrests of the PFI have you carried out? There have been multiple attacks on BJP and RSS members. Why did you not ask for a ban on the PFI? If you are acknowledging right now in front of the court that the PFI is a violent organization, you have an intelligence input, yet you never sought a ban on the PFI. Yes. Why?
No. See, why should we? See, when there is a law, a greater law, or say when it's for small incident here and there, we cannot ask for a ban.
Small incident here and there. I will actually read out a list of murderous attacks which have been carried out by the PFI. To your own state intelligence, which is saying that they are going to carry out another attack on the RSS. But SS Sriram, small incidents here and there, PFI should not be banned, RSS should be restricted.
Obviously, you have a state speaker saying that the government is there only because of minorities, who openly says that it is because of minorities that this government is there. And you have another father who in a public meeting who once said that I've asked my people to wear shoes because I don't want the dirt of Bharat Mata to stick to the shoes of all the Christians. And these are all amazing statements which the government will think it's very secular. They will think, this current government will think it is nothing against a religion, it's nothing against the country, but RSS will do everything against the country, RSS will do everything against the minorities. I mean, this is quite crazy, and I mean, the effort of the government or the efficiency of the government is across the nation for us to see as how they can handle this small issue, which they can honestly handle much better.
Mr. Jagdishwaran, and that's why the bias against the RSS and the appeasement of the PFI and the other so-called people in the Muslim-dominated areas stands in sharp relief.
I'll put two things. One, see, our Honorable Governor R.N. Ravi, he spoke about PFI around a year and a half, 18 months back. He said PFI is an organization which have been sending people to Iraq, ISIS, and the center didn't take any action at that time. I mean, you should be asking the question to the center why, when a state governor saying PFI is an organization that is actually banned around a year back, nothing happened. And why do you want to blame DMK? I don't understand that. Another thing, this ban is not blanket one. The RSS held rallies in 3 places, Perambalur, Kadalur and other districts, and it was a blanket ban. So out of 50 places, 3 places they actually held the rally, and other 23 places they said this areas that you wanted to pass through. These are all Muslim-dominated areas which we don't want to. Yes, this happens. Right.
So what?
This happens everywhere.
So what, sir? What is the rule that says that you cannot pass through those areas? SG Surya wants to come in. SG Surya. No, anyway, irrespective of whether they are dominated by X, Y or Z, what's the rule that says the RSS can't march there, or anyone?
Because the agenda of RSS is to eliminate Muslims. That's what.
Padmaja.
Surya, respond.
The agenda of RSS.
Padmaja, the tone in which my friend Mr. Jagdishwaran says, oh, we have allowed march in 3 places, we don't need any magnanimity from the likes of you. The Constitution has given us the permission, us the right to conduct marches wherever we want. So it is not any magnanimity that the state government has allowed us to march in 3 places. We will conduct marches everywhere. That is our constitutional right imbibed in the Constitution of India. You are nobody to show magnanimous towards us. First point. Second point, the Supreme Court and the High Court is not convinced with the report of the state police, which says they are not convinced with the security operations. We have intelligence from the same state police saying that they are pressurized by the state government to prevent RSS marches through the police machinery. We have inputs. We have definite inputs that tells state government is pressurizing the police. The police is not happy at all. They are forced by the state government to refuse permissions. We have heard it directly from the police people, senior IPS officers. The state police is not happy. That is the truth. The DMK government wants to prevent the RSS march. That is the truth. They are using their alliance partners to create trouble. That is the truth. They are using their alliance partners to create trouble during the march. That is the truth. But with all these problems, with all these difficulties, we have conducted marches in 3 places. Like I told already, state government through their intelligence unit had videotaped inch by inch every activity of the 3 places. They could not pin single blame on any of these 3 places. Then I don't understand what is their problem in granting us permission.
Well, the thing is very simple. The Supreme Court has been absolutely clear. Fundamental rights are equal for every person in our country, irrespective of whether they belong to the RSS or whether they stay in a Muslim-dominated area. And it is the job of the state to ensure that those freedoms are protected to every single citizen, whether they are of the RSS, the BJP, or the DMK. Let's hope that this is done and the state ensures that this is done. Thanks very much, all gentlemen, for having joined me.